All right, welcome to Sunday morning coffee and games. Hopefully, you're doing well. So, this game is brought to you by my patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube members. Them combined, one side picked the hero I was playing, which is Miss Marvel, and the other side picked the villain on Expert that I was playing, which is was it Tower Defense. So, big shout out to both them on Patreon and the YouTube members. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. All that stuff means a lot. It really helps out. So today we're gonna be going through this. I have no idea how this will go because I haven't played Miss Marvel on an expert game like in a while, right? It's been a long while, so I'm a little nervous to see how it goes, but I think we'll be all right. I think we'll hang in there. So anyway, I'll put the deck list down in the description. But if you want to see what cards I am using and the general strategy, let's pop down to the table right now. All right, so we're mostly set up well with our cards were set up. So we have Miss Marvel's 15 here. My idea is I want to get the main schemes because there are two of them with tower defense. I want to get under surveillance onto both of them. The thought being, oh, and my camera's already blurry, so I gotta fix that. But the thought being with that, that the threat level on them is 6 apiece. So if I can put them up to 10, that will help a lot. We have some Avengers Mansion for card draw, which is always good. Champion's Mobile Bunker, because I am a champion on my hero side. So we can use this to help get through our cards quicker. Endurance, I think always having more life is a inherently good thing. Sense of Justice to help us pay for our events out there. And our events are basically clear the area, which is a remove one cost, remove 2 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last one, draw a card. I think it's a pretty good solo card because if we use a card like Shrink from our deck, which will allow us to increase it by 2, it'll be removing 4 threat and then we'll be able to draw a card. I think it's pretty good. And not only do we have sense of justice to pay for things, but we have, once I find it, the biokinetic polymer suit, which is you generate a wild resource for an event. So that'll help pay for those events. It will also help pay for multitasking, which would remove 4 and 4 threat if we use a shrink on it. So again, if the two main schemes are getting kind of crazy, you can knock it out right there. Now, afterward, hopefully we can play Turn the Tide. So our hero will thwart with a clear the area and or a multitasking. Remove all the threat from a scheme, and then we can play this card, deal 3 damage, exhaust Kamala to be able to get our card back into her hand, play it again for free. So that's the rough idea with that combo right there. Hopefully that'll pay off. And then we have a bunch of allies to help us deal damage and just to help with threat. So Blocking Bird for stunning the enemy and just again a block. Miles Morales will get us up to 4 attack when he comes out. X gonna give it to you, help remove some threat to keep that down. Could also confuse the villain or stun a minion, which could be good. Moon Girl again for card draw, and then Nick Fury for card draw as well. The only thing I'm a little worried about is we don't have a high amount of damage output in this deck. We have to be using her main attack, Big Hands, wherever that might be, with Embiggen. So Big Hands is a 2 for 4 attack, which isn't that great, but when we put it with this, at least it becomes a 2 for 6 card, which can help out, right? We can also use Embiggen on Turn the Tide because Turn the Tide is an attack card, so we can exhaust this to make this then a 5 damage card and then like get it back out there for another 2. So that is an option that we have. We do have our normal doubles plus a gray doubles because we do have some expensive cards out there, and then the allies just kind of cycling through them over and over. So anyway, those are all the cards. Let me shuffle up and then we'll get everything set up and then we'll start to play the game. All right, so we're mostly set up here. There's still some stuff left to do, and let me shuffle some stuff up first. So Under Siege on this side states reveal 2A and put it into play next to the stage. So there are 2 main schemes and 2 villains in play. I like putting the main schemes next to the villains, just how I am. Okay, and then Armies of Thanos state put the Avenger Tower environment into play stronghold side. Did that. Put the focus defense attachment into play attached to this stage. Okay, we'll do that. And each player searches a copy for a Black Order Besieger. Okay, did that. And puts into play, shuffle the encounter deck. So we're good there. I also forgot that I have to really quick get some tokens. And this is a quick note that if you see any tokens or dials or boards used, this is all from Buy the Same Token. You can find their link down below to get 5% off your order. Not only do you get to save money, but you support this channel when you do that. So lots of great tokens. Like I said, I think it enhances the game, makes it a little more fun, a little more thematic, gets you kind of into it. So we got to get our tower defense tokens damage stuff out. But yeah, so and also you might have noticed that usually we do the dials for a hero, but there's 2 villains out, so they get those dials, and then we get the villain dials. So that's just a fun little difference we got going on. So this one's going to flip over, come in with 1 threat on there, and then this one flips over and also has 1 threat on there. All right, let me shuffle this one last time. And then we're good, I think. After the player phase ends, attach this card to the other main scheme. So it's going to go onto this side, and Proxima is going to be the one that activates. So both schemes will receive threat as they go along. But yeah, so I got to get rid of... Oh, we have to do the force response. That's right. After he engages you, deal 2 damage to your identity or 1 damage to the Avenger's Tower. Let's do the 1 damage to the Avenger's Tower right off the bat. Okay. I think we're pretty good to go now. Hopefully we're mostly set up and we're okay. I think we are. I think we'll be all right. So, all right, let's give this the old college try and see how it goes. Like I said, a little nervous, but I think we'll hang in there. All right, 2, 4, 6. Big money, big money, big money. Okay, double, a gray double. All right, Mockingbird. All right. Sneak by I don't care about. We don't need that. Mockingbird I like. Turn the Tide. Well, maybe I do like Turn the Tide. And Endurance isn't bad. All right, so theoretically, we have enough resource to pay for everything. We don't need Sneak By. So we're going to get rid of Sneak By. We'll draw a card. Nakia. Actually, I think that works out okay still. No, I think that's okay still. All right, so what we're going to do right away is we want to use a double to play Nakia. I know it's overkill, but with how she works as alter ego action, we exhaust her and reduce the cost of the next card you play this phase by 1. So whatever my next card is that we play will be reduced. So we'll flip this up and we'll use a gray double as 2. This reduces Mockingbird by 1. So Mockingbird comes in and is going to stun an enemy. So we might as well stun Proxima so I don't have to deal with Proxima. Okay, cool. Also, I'm sorry. This camera is like just like slightly tilted. Oh, well. I actually think it looks all right. All right, so now what we can do with Blocking Bird is... Oh, wait. Turn the Tide is after your hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme. Well... Actually, no, that's fine. Because what we'll do is we're going to thwart the 1 off of here, let's say. So that gets rid of that one. And then we're going to play Turn the Tide. After we remove threat from a scheme, all threat from a scheme. Deal 3 damage to the enemy. We'll do it to the Besieger. Get rid of that card. Endurance we'll hold on to for now. And then we'll use Blocking Bird to remove 1 threat off of here. And I think that's good. We'll hold on to Endurance. I still would like to play it. I think it'll be good. But we'll ready up. All right. We're a little built out. That's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Interesting hand. We can use the double for Champion's Mobile Bunker, which is nice. And start cycling through some cards pretty fast. All right. So, I'm sorry. This has to move over first. Okay. So 1 there and 1 there. So Proxima is going to be attacking us, but Proxima is stunned, so nothing happens. Then we are going to get our back card, which is Proxima's Spear. We attach to her. She gains Overkill and Piercing. We have to take 1 damage and spend an energy and a mental to get rid of this card. So can we actually... What's... Now we'll just put it underneath. That's fine. That's fine. All right, so she gets Overkill and Piercing, which we have the tokens. You might as well use them, right? And that's like the saying, right? You have the token, you use the token type of thing. So why not? Okay. Overkill, and Piercing on that with +1 attack. So, all right. That's the end of their phase. Now it is our turn. So I do think we want to get Champion's Mobile Bunker going. We don't have to worry about this quite yet, but we will in a little bit. So use the Power in All of Us was a great double to play Champion's Mobile Bunker. So now we can exhaust his cards card to draw 2 cards, and we have to discard 2. Let's get rid of a multitasking. Let's get rid of an X, because I don't think he's going to make any sense right yet. There's not much she can do yet. So here's the thing. Sense of Justice would be nice. But a mirror would be nicer. We could get a mirror back in. I think that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to flip down, I think. All right, so so Glaive is going to thwart, so we'll move 1 off of there. We will thwart 1. Actually, no, we'll deal 1 damage. We'll deal 1 damage. Why not? Doesn't really make that much of a difference. And then we'll flip down. We can use Nakia to reduce the cost of the next card you play by 1. Amir is the next card we play. We'll exhaust and place 1 card from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck. Let's get a double back in. Put that in the bottom. And then we get to draw 1 card, which is clear the area. We will throw away both those cards. I hate losing Endurance, but Sense of Justice is going to help us out in the longer run for sure. And then we'll ready up and hope for the best here. And we'll draw our 6. Hopefully we get our last, like, Bruno is what we really need. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if we start getting space fans to put on here to, like, make sure this doesn't pop, I'm okay with that too. Wiggle Room stinks to get now. Shrink, though, is nice. Spider-Man Miles Morales is really nice to help get things down. Actually, multitasking can be good. There's some options. Oh, wait, no, we can do Shrink with a multitasking. Yeah, okay, we got some options going on. So this now moves over here. This goes up by 1. This goes up by 1. So Corvus Glaive is going to scheme on his. So it's going to be 2 plus nothing. We got lucky there. I'll take luck every single time, right? And then our bad card is City Under Attack. So this comes in with 3 and a 1 defeated. The player who defeated this scheme draws 1 card, which is really nice. But it does come in with a... And hopefully we'll just remember that. He says as he'll never remember, but that's all right. All right, cool. So... First thing we got to do is a mirror, right? We got to put a card from our discard pile back on the bottom for sure. We'll put a multitasking back on the bottom. And then we draw a card. Sneak by, okay. All right, so let's use Nakia. Actually, wait, no. Let's use Champion's Mobile. Choose an identity with a champion trait. We don't yet. So let's use Nakia. We'll flip up. Reduce the card of the next card you play. Okay, so we'll use Champion's Mobile Bunker because we're not playing it. We're using it. Draw 2. Okay. We have to throw away 2. So we'll get rid of a Turn of Tide for 1. And we'll get rid of Sneak By for 2. Okay, so we'll play Avengers Mansion. So it was 1 cheaper. 1, 2, 3. We're not going to have enough for Spider-Man. And then we get Avengers Mansion. Okay, we'll use Mansion to draw a card. Oh, now we get Bruno. Okay. Let's use Sense of Justice to play Clear the... I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to throw away Bruno and Wiggle Room. Ugh, I hate getting rid of Bruno, but that's fine. To get Shrink out there. All right. So when you play a thwart event, okay, so we're going to use Clear the Area with Sense of Justice and use Shrink on it to increase the amount it removes by 2. So it's going to remove 4 under this one because we have to get rid of this one. When defeated, we draw 1 card. So we draw a card. Okay, Sneak By is fine. Okay. And then, what did we do? We just did Clear the Area. We're going to pull Clear the Area back in. So we'll exhaust to get Clear the Area again. And then let's throw away a Sneak By to play Clear the Area. Remove 2 off of here. Removes the last one, so we get to draw a card. Oh, it's Turn the Tide. Okay, we did just remove some. So do we Turn the Tide and deal 3 damage to an enemy, or do we multitask? We don't really need to multitask. Yeah, okay. So we remove threat. After your hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme, which we just did, we can now respond. and deal 3 damage. I'm pretty sure we could do that way. Because it's still within that window. We'll do it off of him. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. And I'll hold on to multitasking just in case. All right, let's ready up. And now we have a blocker, which should help. All right, so we have 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is actually good because we can use the double for big hands and under surveillance, and multitasking can be played with sense of justice. We're going to get more card draw. We're in a really good spot right now. So this moves over. All right, so this gets 1, and this is up to 4. Now, proxy. Oh, wait, her thing gets overkill. Actually, you know what? That's all right. We can let it overkill blocking bird. That's fine. I mean, it stinks, but it's fine because we can flip down soon and heal for 5. So that's fine. All right. So blocking bird's going to block for 4, 5, 6. So absorbs 1. I get hit for 5, which is a fine amount. When proxy, oh shoot, when she attacks you, we had to deal 1 damage to the tower. My bad. Forgot to read that. Okay, that's all good. All right, so then bad card is, I don't think Proxima attacked us yet, so that's fine. Bound by Blood. Heal 2 damage from each villain and give each villain a tough status. That stinks. So they're up to 10, and I think she's just at full health, right? Yeah, she goes back up to 12. And then each one gets a tough status. Not ideal, but that's all right. Okay. All right. Ooh. That was a little tough. But we'll flip down 1 last time. I think we'll be good. All right, so we'll use Mansion to draw a card. Way over. All right, we're going to use Sense of Justice to play Shrink. But to use Shrink, use Sense of Justice to play multitasking with a Shrink. So that's going to remove 4 threat from here. And 4 from here, but obviously that's gone. We're not going to exhaust because we don't want to do that. I don't think I want to cycle through Champion's Mobile Bunker, do I? Maybe I do. I'm going to do that. We'll draw 2 cards. Ooh, Nick Fury. Okay. Let's get rid of a multitasking and let's get rid of a wiggle room. Let's use both doubles to play Nick Fury and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got Embiggen, under surveillance. Okay, that's a little different than what I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. We might not flip down this round. We don't have a mental, so we can't get rid of that card. All right. You know what? Let's get rid of both. If we use those two, get that. Then we lose the under surveillance. Does that matter though? Do we care? All right, let's have Nick Fury ping the tough off here. I'm going to deal 1 damage and ping this tough off here. Then we are going to throw away 2 cards. Now we have to flip down. I know it's wasting a block with Nick Fury, but I don't even think I care. Let's flip down. Okay, wait. I'm going to back up slightly. I pinged the tough off there. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to leave the tough, just ping it off of here, and that's it. So we'll exhaust the heal 5, brings us back up to 10. All right, we'll use Amir to take a card, put it in the bottom. We'll put another double down there. We get to draw a card. Polymer suit, okay. We'll use Nakia to reduce the cost of a card, which we'll use to reduce the suit. So now we'll throw away both big hands to play Embiggen to get their attack up. And that's probably it. Actually, what we could do is discard cards until we discard a Miss Marvel card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There should be 1 more. So we're going to do that. So discard cards on top of your deck until you discard a Miss Marvel card and add that card to your hand. Okay, it's not big hands. So we'll throw away both of those to put under surveillance onto that card. So that increases it by 4. Now we're good. Now we're really built out. Holy cow. Okay. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Extra bad card, and we shuffle up. Obviously, we're built out now. Obviously, we should be pretty good. I'd like to put the under surveillance over there, but not too stressed about it. Losing Nick Fury is going to stink this round, but it's kind of what it is. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, we could put Nick Fury back in with Amir. Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves. All right, so we have that. So 1 goes here, 1 goes here. Corvus Glaive's gonna scheme for 2. Give the villain a tough status card. Son of a gun. All right, 2 goes on to there. Oops. And then we're going to get our 2 bad cards. First one is attached to Corvus Glaive. He gets Retaliate, which is always a good sign. +1 attack. So we have to get rid of that card for sure. We got to get rid of both their attack cards. Home by Dawn, Obligation. Exhaust Kamala Khan removes card from the game, which we will do. On that side. Okay. Nick goes away. So we'll use Amir to put Nick on the bottom and draw a card. Red Dagger. All right. All right, what we're going to do is Avengers Mansion. Draw a card. Endurance, okay. We'll use Nakia and flip up. And the next card we're going to play is Moon Girl and use a double wild. So that's going to be 2 cards we get to draw because it's 2 mental resources. Play Moon Girl. So we get Sneak By and Turn the Tide. Okay. All right. Take 1 damage, an energy, and a fist. And the other one's what? A mental and an energy. Oh, we can do this. Okay. So we're going to take 1 damage, so we're down to 9. And do a mental, which will be X going to give it to you. And an energy, which is Red Dagger. You're going to get rid of both of those to get rid of Proxima's Spear. She loses her piercing and her overkill. Then we're going to take a damage. So we're down to 8. To then spend a fist and an energy. So energy, actually no, we'll do Turn the Tide and a fist in multitasking. And he no longer has Retaliate. And they lose their +1 attacks, which should help out a lot. Okay. We'll use Champion's Mobile Bunker. Draw 2 cards. We have to get rid of 2. We'll get rid of Sneak By. And we'll get rid of Endurance, sadly. Because what we're going to do is use Sense of Justice with a Shrink to play Clear the Area to remove 4 threats off of here. Oops. It's the last threat, so we get to draw a card. Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. All right, let's then use 2 doubles to play Spider-Man. I think we'll hold on to Bruno for a little bit. Spider-Man's going to come in with 4 attack. Now, Moon Girl is going to run straight into that tough of Corvus Glaive. Spider-Man's going to swing 4, bring him down to 6. All right, so he's down to 6. Okay, this is an 8. All right, cool. Cool. Oh, he's got to take 1 consequential. We still have Bruno. I think we'll hold on to him. So we have a lot of card cycling and whatnot. So we'll ready up. Excuse me. Moon Girl will probably just get punched in the face in a second. But that's all right. She's kind of done what she has to do. 2, maybe not. 3, 4, 5. So that attacks you. Okay. We have big multitasking with Mockingbird, but we have wiggle room, which is really nice. Okay. All right. I feel good now. We can start pushing kind of whenever at this point. All right. Proxima's going to attack. When Proxima attacks you, choose to either deal 1 damage to the Avenger's Tower. That's what we're going to end up doing. So that's up to 3. So she's going to attack me. I'm just going to take the hit. So it's going to be 3. Add the other one's attack. So 4, 5. All right. So we're going to wiggle room. So we only take 2 damage. So down to 6. And we get to draw a card. The other under surveillance. Okay, cool. Our bad card is Outrider. When revealed, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Oh, no. It's not a terrible card to get, but like, man, it's a pain to get. Blocking bird. Okay, that's fine. All right. Now it's our turn. Let's use Champion's Mobile Bunker. Draw 2 cards. Sneak by and turn the tide. We don't need 2 multitaskings. And we don't need a sneak by. All right, so that's those. We'll do the mansion. Draw a card. The other wiggle room. All right. Let's do 2/2. All right, let's use our suit to play multitasking. So remove 2 and 2. Gets rid of that. After doing so, we get to turn the tide. So we'll deal 3 damage to an enemy. We'll deal it here. So he's down to 3. We'll exhaust to get this card back in our hand. And then we'll use it again because it's still the same action window. And deal the 3 damage here. So he's down to 0. Doesn't knock him out. He still activates, but we don't have to really worry about him too much. Miles is going to deal 2 damage onto the Outrider, knock it out. Let's then... I'm going to flip down, I think. Yeah, I'm going to flip down. We're going to flip down, and we're going to throw away Wiggle Room and use Nakia to play Under Surveillance onto this one. So now they both have a total threshold of 10. We'll use Amir to put a card from this deck on the bottom. I'm going to actually want another Wiggle Room, I think. Yeah, we'll do another Wiggle Room. Draws a card. Oh, it's a double. We'll use a double to play Bruno. I think we're out. I'm out of ready tokens. Oh, no. I have too many. And then Moon Girl I'm going to hold on to. Maybe as like a blocker or something like that. And then we'll ready up. And those are all good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear the area. All right. Big. Oh my God. There's so many big hands. That's too many big hands, really. 4 cards left. Yeah, we're gonna make a push here soon. All right, this goes over here. 1 onto each. 1. Yeah, I think we're gonna make a push and just kind of go with the flow at this point. Again, usually when you flip, you want to make like a massive attack. I don't think we can do that with Miss Marvel. I just don't think that's gonna be a possibility. So, all right, so went over. We put 1 on each. Corvus is gonna scheme for 2, 3. So that brings up to 4 total. So 2, 4. Bad card is Surge and Exhaust Your Identity. That stinks. Exhaust Your Identity surges into this card gains Surge because we're Alter Ego. Next one is Focus. Okay. Besieger. We'll deal damage to the tower. It's up to 4 out of 9. All right. I was going to heal because we're only at 6 life, but that's all right. That's all right. Let's use... We can't use Champion's Mobile Bunker. Let's use the house. It's a lot. Clear the areas. That's for sure. Let's use Nakia and flip up. Reduce the cost of the next card you play this phase. All right, we'll do Champion's Mobile Bunker. Draw 2 cards. Oh, Nick Fury's there. All right, we're going to throw away one of our big hands because there's no shot we can play all of them. And we'll get rid of a sneak by. We don't need all that. All right, so we're going to reduce the cost to play Nick. So he's only 3. Use a double. And we'll use a turn the tide. Oh, shoot. Can we not draw enough? How does that work? Can you not draw and then turn back around? I don't think you can. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to actually deal the 4 damage to the Besieger. Just knock him out with Nick Fury. All right, we're out of tokens. That's right. Oh, I forgot to use a mirror. That's where I messed up. I should have used a mirror. That's my bad. That's me playing poorly. All right, so what we'll do is we're going to use Sense of Justice to play Clear the Area with a Shrink. So remove 4 threats. We'll do it off of this one. Last one, so we draw a card, which is Wiggle Room. This gets thrown away. We're going to get a bad card because we're going to turn this around. Inefficient. I should have drawn more with Nick Fury, but I'm not too stressed about it. It's okay. It's okay. Probably flip down again at some point. All right, so we're going to hold on to Moon Girl. We'll have Nick Fury exhaust the old-fashioned way to ping the tough off. Now, we'll use the suit and the... No, we're going to use the suit to play Clear the Area. Remove 2 and draw a card because we might get a double. Nah, we didn't get a double. Okay, so we'll use Turn the tide in big hands to play big hands. Exhaust it with embiggen. To deal 6 damage here, so she's down to 6 life. Okay, cool. Wiggle room we'll hold on to. Yeah, we'll hold on to. Actually, you know what? Moon Girl's gonna attack for 2, bring it down to 4, and Spider-Man's gonna attack for 2, bring it down to 2. So he's gonna knock both these out. The reason being is because we have Nick Fury already, so I feel like we're gonna be good. And I would like to flip down again. I might actually do it on the next stage because I don't think I care too much. I think we're doing really well. I'll hold on to wiggle room just in case you know, they attack again or something like that crazy happens. All right, cool. All right, so we got a 2, a 3, a 4. Okay, that's fine. This moves over before I forget. Don't forget. That's why you have that token. 1 and 1. Okay. Proxima, when she attacks, we're gonna place 1 damage on the towers, brings it to 5. She's gonna attack. Nick Fury's gonna block this, so it's gonna be 3. Add the other's attack, so 4, 5 knocks out Nick Fury. That's fine. All right, 2 bad cards. So she's only got 2 life left. Outrider, discard 1 card ran from your hand. Son of a gun. I really hate that Outrider. Really, really. Camera. Hold on. Let me get it to focus again. Ooh, it's really not focusing right now. There we go. That should work. Okay. Third one down. Multitasking instincts. All right. Next one's card is okay. City under attack again. All right. So that comes in with 3. We want to get rid of this because the when defeated lets us draw a card. Well, we kind of have to get rid of that first. Where did my when defeated card go? There we go. All right. So now it's our turn. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna flip down again for sure. All right, let's use the tower. Yeah, mansion. Sorry, draw a card. Okay, we'll use Champion's Mobile Bunker. Draw 2 cards and discard 2. Blocking Bird. We'll get rid of Wiggle Room and clear the area. All right, we're gonna use Sense of Justice with a Shrink to clear the area of 3. Really 4. Okay, defeated this. In doing so, we draw a card. And then we defeat this, so we get to draw a card, which is just kind of dirty. Kind of dirty. So we just cleared out a spot, right? So we're going to turn the tide, right? After you hear a thwart, it removes all the threat from a scheme, which we just did. Turn the tide on the Outrider. Cool. We got to flip down, right? All right, so what we'll do... I was going to run an event, but I don't even think we need to. I think what we do is player endurance from the multitasking, which gives us 3 more lives, brings us up to 9. Wait, oh, I have the... I don't know where they are. Oh, here we go. I have the tokens that say I have extra life. You know, just gotta keep it counted. All right, so we have 2 sneak buys and then a blocking bird. Okay, so what we can do then is flip down to Kamala Khan. We'll use Nakia and these 2 to play Mockingbird. They will stun. I'm going to flip that side. They're going to activate, so we're going to do it on this side. Oops, I put the tower on the wrong one. So stun them. Blocking Bird is going to deal 1 damage to Proxima. I'm going to heal up to 13. Okay. I'm going to use Amir to put a card back on the bottom of my deck. We want Nick Fury back in action. We get to draw a card. It's Red Dagger. We're going to exhaust Bruno to attach a Red Dagger there. I'm going to put it sideways. I do that. I don't like putting it face down because I'm going to like check it constantly. So it's just like, it's a weird annoyance for me. So that's why I'm doing it that way, in case you're wondering. And then, honestly, we do our big hand here. Hopefully, we get some big hands. 2, 4, 6. We're going to be able to get some card draw, make things cheaper, yada, yada, yada. And then we start pushing really hard on this and just trying to, like, wreck them as much as we can. And then I think we actually flip down again to make it safe. Okay, big hands with a double. That's nice. We could do a basic attack with Mockingbird when the next phase comes in, because they don't come in like tough or anything, I don't think. No, they don't. So we just start swinging away with big hands, try to get it again, do massive amounts of attack, right? That's going to be the general strategy there. So, all right, we move that over. 1, 1. Corvus is going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. So it's up to 6. Now that would pop it normally, but that's why we put under surveillance on there. And now we get Rain Fire. Deal 3 damage to Avengers Tower. All right, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not at 9, so it's very, very close, but not quite there yet. Okay. All right. This is always the exciting time when you start like getting ready for the big moves. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. Are there any cards I want to save? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Okay. I do want to use Mansion, draw a card, sneak by. That's fine. We'll use Amir. Do we have a big hands in here? We do. We're going to take one, put it at the bottom. Get ready for another attack. Draw a card. It's a wiggle room. Not at all what we want. That's okay. We have a big hands. No, I think that's fine. Okay. Going to use Nakia and flip up. So next card we play is cheaper. We're going to use big hands with Polymer Suit. It's 1 cheaper. We're going to use... Oh, wait. Before we do that, Mockingbird's going to deal 1 damage to Proxima. Knock her out. Next stage comes in. I think she stays stunned, right? She's now up to 15. And this one's up to 14. They don't come in with tough or anything like that. They should keep their status tokens, I believe. So I think that's good. All right, then we're going to do what I was just trying to do. So reduce the cost. 1. That is going to be 6 damage. We'll do it onto Proxima. Brings her down to 15, down to 9. We're going to exhaust to get big hands back in her hand. And then we're going to use a double to play big hands and deal 4 damage to an enemy. Bring her down to 5. And that now goes away. We'll use Sense of Justice with a multitasking and a shrink. Sorry, we used in Biggin to remove 4 threat. 4 threat. It's all the threat removed. We removed all of it off of there. So we're going to turn the tide now and deal 3 damage here. This brings it down to 2, or her down to 2. And then we got some doubles. Okay, so what we'll do is a Champion's Mobile Bunker, and draw 2 cards and get rid of 2. So we'll get rid of Sneak By, and we'll get rid of this one for now. Let's do a double and a double to play X Gonna Give It to You. We're going to confuse Corvus Glaive, just in case, right? We'll just thwart. Where are our tokens? 2 off of here. And that's it. We'll hold on to Wiggle Room right now, because I think we'll be good. Yeah, we'll be good. Okay, we're ready up. All right, we got blocks. We got stun. 3, 4. And now we just need to push. We are in a really good spot. I'm pretty sure status cards carry over. Pretty sure. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Clear the area. You guys are doing really well. We got Nick Fury. We're really golden right now. All right. So this transfers over here. 1 here and 1 here. Okay. She's stunned. Can't do anything. Going to it. No, she's stunned. So we got to do her 2 backwards. I was like, she's doing to attack now. There it is. Okay. We were waiting for it. It's only a matter of time. Thomas Edison cannot take damage while you're engaged with another minion. And when revealed, discard the top card of each player's card. Okay. All right. So this comes in with 2. We're going to ignore him. So discard the top card of each player's deck, or each player's deck for each ally and persona support in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard 5 cards. Big hands. 2, 3, 4, villains. Okay. Second bad card is the villain schemes. Okay, so it's still Proxima, so she's gonna scheme for 2, 3. It's not an attack, so it's just 3 onto there. Okay, X goes away. I actually think we ignore Thomas Edison and we just push through. I'm gonna worry. I would ignore that too. I'm gonna ignore a lot of things right now. All right, let's use the mansion. Draw a card. Turn the tide. Let's use Champion's Mobile Bunker. Draw 2 cards. We have to get rid of 2. Let's get rid of a multitasking and a wiggle room for now. I think is what we want to do. Okay. Then we can use a sense of justice to play clear the area. We're going to attach a shrink to it. So it's going to remove 4 threat, which is going to be all the threat off of that one. In doing so, we get to draw a card. Sneak by. Okay. Let's use, actually, after we did that, we're going to turn the tide and deal 3 damage to an enemy. So we're going to deal it to Corvus Glaive, brings him down to 11. We're then going to exhaust to get turn the tide back. We could play it again, deal 3 damage. So he's down to 8. Then we are going to turn the tide and go down to 5. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so now we just win, right? So then we use a double 2, 3, 4 to play Nick Fury. We're just going to deal 4 damage to an enemy, which is here. So this brings it down to 1. Nick Fury is going to exhaust, deal 2 damage there. So this is down to 0. Blocking Bird's going to knock herself out, get down to 0. That's the end of that. Just theoretically, like let's say we didn't really trust that maybe I did something wrong slightly there or whatever it may be. We would flip down right now. And then Blocking Bird's gone. We were ready everything up. We just want to see what happens, right? We're just a little curious. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we have big attacks coming up. So theoretically, let's say I didn't just like crush it right there for a second. Let's say there's a slight mistake because there's a chance because whatever. That happens. That confuse. Schemes for 3 brings this total up to 5, but it's 5 out of 10. We're going to get 2 bad cards because of Generation Y. If you do this, deal 2 damage to your identity. We're going to do that instead because I don't want to put damage on this tower. Guard and give the villain a tough status. Oh, when defeated. Okay. So yeah, this would come in. This would go away. All right. So the way we would handle this, just in case, is I would use the tower. Let's just say hypothetically one of them still had tough. Right. Honestly, I would put it on the one that still had life, but that's beside the point. So we draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get multitasking. And then honestly, what you do is you do a mirror. Put a card like big hands back on the bottom. You get to draw a card. That's a wiggle room. That's fine. Use Nokia to reduce the next cost. Flip up. We're going to throw away a double. Yeah. To play Spider-Man. We have Spider-Man deal 4 damage. Knock this guy out, which puts the tough on. Then honestly, at that point, what I would do is... Yeah. I would do Champion's Mobile Bunker. Draw 2 cards. Get rid of a multitasking and a wiggle room. We can ping a damage off to take the tough off, and then you just start going crazy, right? Do a double with a sneak by, and they're all mental. Draws 2 cards at least. And then we just use Polymer Suit and throw away multitasking to play big hands with an embiggen, deals 6 more damage, gets rid of that. And then we can throw away 2 more cards to do more big hands, 4 more damage somewhere else. Moon Girl can still do 2 more damage. Like we had so much damage still, just absolutely like crushing it there at the end. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that playthrough. It was fun. It's always a good time playing Miss Marvel. She's a great character. It was a little worried because I wasn't going to have those big attacks, but she could still do a lot of damage. She can really throw some hands for sure. So it was really fun game. It's always a fun game with her. It's a fun game to play this and whatnot. So yeah, big shout out again to my YouTube members, my patrons over on Patreon. Also, side note, my patrons got to learn about the deck I was building and why I played these cards and what my strategy was, so they know all about it over on Patreon. So make sure to join and support me there if you want, or here on YouTube works too. Like I said, any of the tokens and stuff, you can use the link down below. There's also a newsletter link down below. Check that out. There's a bunch of social media too if you want to follow me on different platforms like Twitter or Facebook or whatever. It's all down there. But anyway, I appreciate it. Hopefully you all enjoyed this playthrough, and I will see you all next time.